Shalom, Israel. Brother Asher. Today I'm just doing a quick little breakdown on Psalms 112. Reading it now, like, damn, it is. It's a good little psalm about the, as you say, the elect, how their mindset gotta be. Of course, saying called halahyam, Yahawashi, from Qadash, Yahawah, Rawchaa, Yahawashi, from Qadash, called halahyam, Yahawashi, from Qadash. And of course, giving no honor to the Apostle Grand Millstone, teacher for well. And of course, let's get to it. Psalms 112 and 1. Praise ye Yahawah, bahasham Yahawashi from Qadash. Blessed the man that fear of Yahawah, bahasham Yahawashi from Qadash, that delight greatly in his commandments. Those who will fear Yahawah, bahasham Yahawashi from Qadash can be blessed. His seed shall be mighty upon earth. The generation of the upright shall be blessed. Another one, Psalms 37, 25. Both of these chapters really go hand in hand. Psalms 37, Psalms 112, so it kind of go both. I have been young and now old, yet have not seen the righteous forsaken, nor his seed being bread. He is merciful and lendeth, and his seed is blessed. His seed is blessed. That's the main point. Seed is blessed. His seed shall be mighty upon earth. The generation of the upright shall be blessed. Psalm 112:3. Wealth and riches shall be in his house. His righteousness endure forever. Now, of course, it's on a physical level. Of course, not now, but in the kingdom. It said, blessed are the poor. But rather in the kingdom. But even now, on a spiritual level, we have spiritual riches, spiritual wealth, spiritual gain. And it's far greater than riches in heaven, or riches on earth. That's why it says in Matthew 6:19, lay not up for yourselves treasure upon earth, where mouth and rust do corrupt, and where thieves break through and steal. But lay up for yourselves treasure in heaven, where neither moth nor rust do corrupt, or where thieves do not break through nor steal. Or where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. So the treasure had to be Yahawashi, Shem Qadash, and good. Not saying you can't be rich, or some brothers or some sisters may be in a better case than others. Who the Lord blesses, he blesses. But the point is that, you gotta have the spiritual riches. All this wealth in the carnal flesh we have now got to pass away, especially when the MOTB happens. All our bank accounts are stripped, and we have to live by the government giving us monthly allowance on the C-HIP. You can't buy and sell anything with the C-HIP, etc., etc. All this wealth we have now got to be gone. It's invaluable, really. On a carnal standpoint, on a literal standpoint, on a future standpoint, all got to perish away. The only thing that really matters now is the spiritual riches. Unto the upright there arise of light and darkness. He is gracious and full of light, full of compassion and righteous. The Lord is compassionate upon those who are right, and that light knows Yahawashi. It said John 3:21. But he that doeth truth cometh to the light, that his deeds may be made manifest, that they are wrought in Yahawah, bahasham Yahawashi from Qadash. Run to the light and take it to it. Which the light, of course, is Yahawashi, and the light is everlasting life. Yahawashi is life. That's John 1:4 on down. But the path of the Proverbs 4:18. But the path of the just is a shining light that shineth more and more until the perfect day. So the perfect day is the kingdom of heaven. And the perfect day is the day of salvation, at least. Reading on, the way of the wicked is at darkness, they know not what they know not what they stumble. No. Qadash. Get back to it. Verse 5. A good man sheweth favor and lendeth. He will guide his affairs with discretion. So not only is it going to be, a lender, the giver of his goods, Yahawashi said, but you got to know who you got to give it to. You ain't going to give some wicked Negro to use his money for wickedness. No, you ain't going to give the money to them. You're ready to give the money to those that are going to use it for assist, help, and aid, to say the least. Luke 6 and verse 35. Love your enemies and do good and lend, hoping for nothing again, and your reward shall be great. And ye shall be the children of the highest, and he is kind to the unfaithful, to the evil. And that's it. There. I believe, I'll go up 2 verses more. 33. And if ye do good to them which do good to you, what thing have ye? For sinners also do the same. In the same, that was 31. That's 30 verse 30. Give to every man the acts of his deed, and of him that taketh away their goods, ask them not again. And as ye would that men should do to you, do ye also to them likewise. But if ye love them which love you, what thing have ye? For sinners also love those that love you, love them. Main point and purpose is that you gotta love, like a bird in truth, trying to strive against you, or have enmity or hatred against you. You gotta love them, pray for them, do as they. It's like do as you will want them to do to you, to say the least. Of course, I'm not talking about everyone. As a Christian, say, "Oh, it's about everyone." Nah, I'm talking about the people in this truth, people in the body. They'll love the body. It can't be dysfunctional here and there in the body. You gotta love them. That's what the elect are gonna do. And if you do good to them, which do good to you, what thing have ye? For sinners ought to do the same. If ye lend to them of whom ye hope to receive, what thing have ye? For sinners also lend to them, lend to sinners to receive as much again. In 35, but love ye your enemies, and do good, and lend, hoping for nothing again, and your reward shall be great, and ye shall be the children of the highest, for he is kind unto the unthankful and to the evil. Be therefore merciful, as your Father also is merciful. Judge not, ye shall not be judged, and condemn not, ye shall not be condemned. Forgive, and ye shall be forgiven. But the main point I want to get at is that you could be lending. A righteous man could be lending, and not only lending, but in this question means lending. Knowing who we're going to give it to, what they're going to do with us, not going to give some wicked ass Negro, or Nig, or Spickle, or Garden Hoe to use for wickedness. Going back to Psalms 112 and 5, a good man sheweth favor and lendeth. He will guide his affairs with discretion. Surely he shall not be moved forever. The righteous shall be an everlasting remembrance. And that really goes into the book of remembrance. It could be written there in the book of remembrance. The Lord gotta write them in the everlasting book of life. And that's really what the book of remembrance is, the book of life. Malachi 3 and 16. Then they that fear Yahawashi from Qadash spake often one to another, and Yahawah hearkened and heard it, and a book of remembrance was written before him, with them that feared Yahawashi from Qadash, and that sought upon his name. And they shall be mine, saith Yahawah of hosts. In that day, when I will make my jewels, I will spare them, as a man swear of his own son that served him. So yeah, Salakia. I do something real quick, Salakia. But yeah. Yeah, the main point. The Lord gonna spare him. Nigga get a crown and everlasting life. Got endured temptations and get a crown everlasting life. Revelation 2 and 2 and 11. He that have an ear, let him hear what the Spirit saith unto the churches. He that overcometh shall not be hurt of the second death. And the second death is like a fire, or the nuclear destruction, or even the MOTB as well. I mean, there's a lot of things that keep going. 3 and 5. Yahawashi from Qadash. He that overcometh the same shall be clothed in white raiment, and thou not blot out his name, not blot out his name out of the book of life. I'll confess his name before my Father and before his angels. Because 3:10, because I kept the word of my patience, I will also keep deep in our temptation, which will come upon all the world to try them to dwell upon the earth. And last one, 2 and 10. Fear none of those things, as thou shalt suffer. Or the devil shall cast some of you into prison. They get the FEMA camps, boot camp, well, not boot camps, the FEMA camps, these, consecrate, quote unquote, concentration camps. Those coming back soon. And when those things come about, some of the elect, some of the things get cast in there. And they're going to be tried, elsewhere it may be. And ye shall have tribulation 10 days or a period of time, but be thou faithful unto death, and I'll give thee a crown of life. Get that crown of life. You endure the temptation, the affliction, wheresoever it may be. Now, verse 6. Surely he shall not be moved forever. Surely he shall not be moved forever. The righteous shall be in everlasting remembrance. And also another one, Psalms 37. Not the one I'm looking for. I might as well read anyway. Trust in Yahawah, Qadash, and do good, so shalt thou dwell in the land, and verily thou shalt be fed. We'll give you food, your daily bread. Not the one I'm looking for either, but I might as well. In this, in Psalms 112, go hand in hand, so I might as well keep doing. Psalm 37 and 18, Yahawah knoweth the days of the upright, and their inheritance shall be forever. But I'm looking for he marked. No, so I have to think about it. Damn, so I found it, but not the one I'm looking for actually. So yeah. But our lots have been preordained from the very beginning. Foundation of earth. That's the main point I want to get at. You can't be moved. Say at least. Proverbs 16. Proverbs 16. 1. That's 3. Commit thy ways unto Yahawah, bahasham from Qadash, and thy thoughts shall be established. The Lord ultimately is the one who directs your thoughts, your ways, everything you do. All that from the Lord, Yahawah. He controls it all. You can't dodge the Lord. You try to dodge the Lord, He controls your way. That was in Proverbs 3 and 6, in all thy ways, and acknowledge Him. Bahasham from Qadash, and He shall direct thy paths. But I wanted to get the point that I might get in Jeremiah. Before I formed in the belly, Jeremiah 1:5, before I formed in the belly, I knew thee. Before thou camest forth out of the womb, I sanctified thee and ordained thee a prophet unto the nations. Main point I want to get at that. He already preordained his elect. He know them to trust in him. That's Nahum 1:7. Know them. I might as well get All Yahawashi Qadash. Yahweh is good as a stronghold in their trouble. He knows them to trust in him. No? He knows them to trust in him. Whatever it may be. Now it's 7. This verse 6 again. Surely he shall not be moved forever. The righteous shall be in everlasting remembrance. He shall not be afraid of evil tidings. His heart is fixed, trusting in Yahawah Shai. His heart is literally fixed. Look at the word for fixed. Get that word for fixed in the Hebrew. I want to see it. What do it mean? Let's see. Word for fixed in the Hebrew is the word kawan. Kawan. Yeah, kawan. Yeah, kawan. It means to be firm, established, firm, fixed. Be directly upright, to prepare, ready, established, fixed, arranged, order. Direct, established, constitute. The point is he's firm. But they do not fear bad news. They confidently trust in Yahawah Shem Qadash to care for them. So they ain't gonna get weary or fearful in day of adversity. Nah, they'll be bold. Bold as a lion. The righteous are bold as a lion. That's Proverbs 28. Proverbs 21. The righteous are bold as a lion. This is Sirach 2 and 17. 16. That's start 15. They that fear Yahawah from Qadash will not disobey his word, and they that love him will keep his ways. They that fear Yahawah from Qadash will seek that which is well, pleasing unto him. They that love him shall be fulfilled with the law. Shema Shai from Qadash. They that fear Yahawah from Qadash will prepare their hearts and humble their souls in his sight, saying, we will fall into the hands of Yahawah, Shema Shai from Qadash, and not into the hands of men, whereas his majesty so is in mercy. No. 12. Woe be to fearful hearts and faithful free hands, and discern to go 2 ways. Woe to him that is faint-hearted, for he believeth not, therefore shall he not be defended. Woe unto you that have lost patience, and what will ye do when Yahawah, Yahawashi shall visit you? Lord Yahawashi shall visit you. When you say Lord Yahawah. But the main point is that, hey, you gotta have fear the Yahawah Shai from Qadash. And that's why Yahawashi said, the only one you need to fear is Yahawah by Shema Shai, or Yahawah by Shema Shai from Qadash. Matthew 10:18, and fear not them which kill the body, but are not able to kill the soul, but rather fear him which is able to destroy both soul and body in hell. And 2 sparrows sold for farthing, and one of them shall not fall on the ground without your Father. So a sparrow can only come down to the ground by your Father's commandment, by Yahawah's commandment. A sparrow can't even come on the ground while Lord ordained it. And the very hairs of your head are all numbered. All the hairs of our head are numbered. Fear ye not, therefore, ye are of more value than many sparrows. So we're of more value than many sparrows at the end of the day. No, Abaraza 1. 8. He is established, Psalms 112 and 8. He is established, he shall not be afraid until he see his desire upon his enemies. That's why it says Sirach. Oh yeah, Qadash. Azariah 25:7, there be 9 things which I have judged in my heart to be happy, and the 10th I will utter with my tongue. A man to have joy of his children, and he that lives to see the fall of his enemy. No, that what the elect got to do. That what the elect got to do in that king at that time, in that place, that season. The elect got to see the downfall and destruction of their enemy. Oh, Yahawashi, Qadash. There we go. Yahawashi, Qadash. 2 Ezra 13, as Darby 23. He that shall endure the peril in that time, and kept himself. They to be fallen into danger, as such as have works and faith toward the almighty power by Shema Shai from Qadash, Yahawah. Know this, therefore the day which be left behind are more blessed than they that are dead, to be dead. No, because you get to see the fall of their enemies, and that's what the elect got to do. You got to endure to the end, see the fall and downfall and destruction of the enemy. That's why it says in Psalms 112:8, his heart is established, he should not be afraid until he see his desire upon his enemies, destruction. Another one, Psalms 149. Start verse 1. Praise ye Yahawah Bashem Yahawashi from Qadash. Sing unto Yahawah Bashem Yahawashi from Qadash a new song. And praise in the congregation. His praise in the congregation of the saints. Shem Yahawashi from Qadash. The Israel rejoice in him and made him. The children of Zion be joyful in the king by Shem Yahawashi from Qadash. Let them praise his name in the dance. Let them sing songs unto him with the timbrel and harp. Shem Yahawashi from Qadash, for Yahawah taketh pleasure in his people. He will purify the saints and meek. He purified the meek, beautify the meek for salvation. Those who love Yahawah, Shem Yahawashi from Qadash, get saved. They get beautified by the Lord for salvation. AKA glorified bodies. Let the saints be joyful in glory. Let them sing aloud upon the beds by Shem Yahawashi from Qadash. Let the high praises of Yahawah by Shem Yahawashi from Qadash be in their mouth, and to his sword in their hand, to execute vengeance upon the heathen and punishments upon the people, to bind their kings with chains and the nobles with fetters of iron, to execute upon them the judgment written. His honor have all his saints. Praise ye Yahawah. Hashem Yahawashi from Qadash. And that's what they're going to go down. And that's why they're going to be waiting for desire or destruction of their enemies. Oh, I should like you. I get to back to us. Oh yeah, I was in the church. Okay, that's Psalms 112, 9. He had dispersed, he have given to the poor, his righteousness endure forever. Let's start with 8. His heart is established, he shall not be afraid until he see his desire upon it. His heart is established, he shall not be afraid until he see his desire upon his enemies. He shall not be afraid till he see his desire upon his enemies. He hath dispersed, he hath given to the poor, his righteousness endure forever. His horn shall be exalted. His horn shall be exalted with honor. Then we give it to the poor. And Yahawashi, side point now, Yahawashi even said that when you're making a feast, call the poor. And well, no, you can't really do it now because they got all these, as they bug up Jakes, no. But you make it a feast. Now remember, they used to say call the poor, and they're your brethren. Can't you really trust Jake now? Yeah, whip out a gun on you or something. When you make it a feast, call the poor. You got a poor brother, poor sister, now I'm up, bring over. Call him, go to the feast. You know, that way Yahawashi commanded. Now Luke 14 and what should I? Yeah. 13 so like Luke 14:13, when went down make the feast, call the poor, the maimed, the lame, the blind. And let's start with 12. And then said he also to them, him that bade him, when thou makest a feast, dinner, or supper, call not their friends or their brethren, near thy kinsmen, nor thy rich neighbors, lest they also bid thee again, and a recompense be made thee. When thou makest a feast, call the poor, the maimed, the lame, the blind. But thou shalt be blessed, for they cannot recompense thee, but thou shalt be recompensed at the resurrection of the just. That's the main point. And because of that, they gotta get your horn exalted, the power exalted, and you gotta be glorified. Bahasham Yahawashi from Qadash. So again, Psalm 112:9, they share freely and give generously to those in need. Bahasham Yahawashi from Qadash, your good deeds will be remembered forever. They will have influence on honor. The wicked will see this and be infuriated. It's like the wicked will see this and be infuriated. They'll grind their teeth in anger. They'll slink away their hopes thwarted. In the LT or KJV, the wicked shall see it and be grieved. He shall gnash with his teeth and melt away. The desire of the wicked shall perish. The word for melt. The word for melt is a masas. To dissolve, waste, melt away, to grow faint, grow fearful, be wasted, they could be made discouraged, faint. You gotta faint. Dissolve, it could be in tear, That literally melt. It says literally in melting away. Like literally skin melting, things like that down. Like melting fear. You gotta have a meltdown. Meltdown, breakdown. It's like, that's what these wicked men gotta do. They gotta break down. Then we gotta have Yahawashi shy. Qadash inside. But it's just a quick little video. Of course, thing called halahyam Yahawashi from Qadash. Yahawah, shy. Yahawashi from Qadash. Call halahyam Yahawashi from Qadash. Koi Kingdom Artists at the Boston Great Millstone, teachable well. I praise the Yahawashi from Qadash and Lord edified. Any questions, comments, and offended, leave comment section below, and will be resolved as always will in the spirit, as well as one of my own. You can call Yahawashi from Qadash, and Shalom. Gotta have break.